What's up, guys? So today we're doing another Wonder Trade Battle Challenge. Now I know this video is coming out quite a bit later than I said it would, and I'm sorry. I didn't plan it very well, and my family wound up going out of town the day I said I would have the next video out. So sorry this is a little late. Don't worry. From now on, I'll be doing everything I can to keep it on schedule. So let's just get right into it and load up Wonder Trade. We'll just be trading off the Pokemon we got last week because, honestly, I'm not really going to use them and don't actually battle in this game all that much anymore. So we're just going to get right into it and start by trading off the Voltorb we got last week. Now, if you didn't see the first video, the Wonder Trade Battle Challenge is just a little thing I came up with. As far as I can tell, I can't find any sign of it anywhere else on the internet, where you basically just jump into Wonder Trade, trade off 6 random Pokemon, and then whatever you get, you have to build a team out of and use. So it looks like we've already got our first trade partner, so let's see what our first Pokemon is. Sableye, nice. Starting off strong again. Now, if I do get another Sableye, which I probably won't, I will just trade it off, and I'll try not to do too many duplicates because what fun is it doing this if I get the same team over and over again? But Sableye is actually a really good Pokemon to use because it has a lot of potential. It's got its normal form, which gets access to the Prankster ability, which lets it get a bunch of free setup and just basically stall out almost anything. And then it's also got its Mega form, which in combination with its Prankster ability lets it do some really nice coal mine setup stuff and eventually just sweep a team with its insane special attack. So next we're going to trade off... Oh, crap, wrong button. Sorry, hang on. So next we're going to trade off a Goomy that we got last week, and we'll see what we get next. So Sableye is good. I'll probably run Mega Form unless I get another Mega, because there aren't really that many Pokemon going around on Wonder Trade that you can get good Mega Forms for. So Mega Sableye will probably be our Mega for this week, but we'll see. So it looks like we've already got our next trade partner. So let's see what we get. Okay, another Goomy. Beginning to think I should trade away one of these Pokemon because it's starting to look a bit like our last team. So, if you don't remember from the last episode or just didn't see it, Goomy, which evolves eventually into Goodra, is a really good special tank. It's got a huge special defense stat, you can run Assault Vest, and it's got just absurd special bulk. It can take a lot of special attacks from even some of the better sweepers in the game. Only problem is it's got a bit of a problem with its weaknesses, considering that a lot of its weaknesses are primarily special types. So, being a pure Dragon type, it's weak to Dragon, Ice, and Fairy. Ice is almost entirely a special type, unless you run into something like Weavile. Fairy is also largely a special type, unless you run into Slurpuff, which, in that case, you are just in trouble, but that's not the point. And then Dragon is actually really mixed, but it can do... there are some pretty good special dragons out there. So for now, let's just trade away our Panpour we got, and we'll see what we get next. Now, if I get another Pokemon we had last time, I'm probably just going to go back in and trade away 1 or 2 of them until we get a more diverse team, because frankly, I mean, sure, it's kind of breaking the rules of the challenge a bit, but it's no fun to see the same team play just over and over again, so I'm going to try to keep it varied as we go. So we've got our next trade here, let's see what we get. Magikarp. Okay, so that's a Gyarados. I'm really glad I'm able to use the evolved forms for this, because otherwise I would be doomed. Magikarp is infamous for its uselessness. It starts with just the move Splash, which literally does nothing. Then it gets Tackle and Flail, I think, by the time it evolves, but even then, its attack stat is really bad. But if you can manage to get it up to level 20, then it evolves into Gyarados, which is significantly better. So, Gyarados can actually work for us pretty well, although Magikarp on its own is kind of terrible. So, let's just get back into Wonder Trade, and we'll trade away our 4th Pokemon and see what we get. So Gyarados is interesting in that if I really wanted to, I could probably run a special set just for the fun of it, but I'm probably going to run physical because Gyarados gets Dragon Dance, it gets a lot of other cool stuff that it can use. It gets Ice Fang, Earthquake, Crunch, Waterfall, a lot of other powerful physical moves. So there's some good variety we can use with Gyarados, and we'll build it basically how our team needs it. So now let's just trade away a Golbat we got last time, and we'll see what we get next. Okay, so it looks like we've got our next trade partner already, so let's see what happens. Pelliper. Okay, so it's looking like we're going to have a bit of an electric type problem, but not much we can do about that. Pelliper is also water flying, kind of like Gyarados. Honestly, I don't really use it that much, but I think it's got some nice potential with some setup. Maybe do some safeguard, I don't know, maybe Scald shenanigans? I don't really know. I don't use Pelliper very much, and nor does anyone else really. So I don't honestly know what I'm getting into with that one, so I guess we'll just find out. Although it's interesting that they Wonder Traded a fully evolved form. Most of the time, what you get on Wonder Trade is just bad pre-evolutions. So let's just get rid of this Solrock that we got last time, and we'll just get right into the next trade and see what happens. Hopefully we won't get another repeat, because if we do, I'm probably gonna, like I mentioned earlier, trade away more, so that we don't get the exact same team, but we're already beginning to get about halfway through what my recording software will let me upload, so hopefully this doesn't go too long, otherwise we might have to split this up, and I would really prefer to avoid that. Okay, so let's see what we get. Ooh, Poochyena. That gives us Mightyena, which is, okay, it's not great, but it's got some nice Dark-type stab. It's got Sucker Punch, Crunch. It can get some of the elemental Fang moves, like Poison Fang, Thunder Fang, Ice Fang, Fire Fang, that type of thing, to just do some nice coverage damage. It's got some decent physical attack. Honestly, I'm not sure how well it'll work for us, because again, it's one of those Pokemon I don't really use, but we'll see what happens. So now let's get in and trade off the Sableye we got last week and see what happens. Okay, so we've got our next trade partner. Alright, let's see what we get. Sandshrew. Interesting. Where do we even get that in these games? I haven't played this. I haven't played X and Y, which is probably where they got this in ages. So odds are they probably got it there, traded it to this, or got it over Wonder Trade with someone who had X or Y, and then sent it here. But that's not the point. Sandshrew is a nice ground type. It evolves into Sandslash, another physical sweeper that we can really use. It's got some nice coverage. I think it gets Stealth Rock and Rapid Spin. It might even get... No, I don't think it gets Sucker Punch, but it gets some solid physical attacks. It's not too slow, considering that it's a ground type, which is pretty good. And it's just some nice ground coverage that'll actually help save us from some of our electric weakness, considering that 2 of our Pokemon are 4 times weak to it. So let's jump into a battle and see what we can do with this team we've now got.
Oh dear. Yep, this is going to be very painful. We basically have to leave Sableye, because if he leads either his Breloom or Gliscor, we need to get this Will-O-Wisp, otherwise we're going to have a bad time. So let's go Will-O-Wisp and hope that it hits, because we don't want this thing getting its Poison Heal. We want to make sure this thing doesn't Poison Heal, because this time we're up against a very meta team that is going to annihilate us if we're not careful. Of course he sees it coming. I forgot that I have Trick. Alright, so we want to save Sandslash, because if we can get Stealth Rock up, this Talonflame isn't going to have a nice time. So let's go Goodra and hope to This guy is extremely lucky I'm running a Scarfed set. Thunderbolt. Let's make this thing regret it. Decided to enter this battle. Oh dear. What? Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble right about now. I say rotate into Pelliper because we're still going to want to have our special wall. Yep, we survive, so he gets the Rocky Helmet damage, and we're going to go rest, just in case he feels like doing something funny. Or on the off chance that he somehow misplays and lets us survive the turn, we're just going to get all our health back. That is assuming we can. If we can't, and he roosts. Okay, so that's fair. We're just going to do that, although now my Sleep Talk is probably just going to go rest, because he's probably going to one-shot me again. So let's see, it's Swords Dance, Roost, Acrobatics, and I'm guessing maybe Taunt? No, that doesn't sound right. Probably Flare Blitz. But we don't really have anything that cares about Flare Blitz in particular, so... So for now, we basically just wait until he makes his turn and hope that he doesn't annihilate us, and that... Best case scenario, he either goes for another Roost or a Swords Dance, and our Sleep Talk gives us Skull, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay, so there's the Swords Dance. Can we get Scald here? Yes! Yes, we can! Oh my god, a Pelliper just beat a Talonflame. What is this? What is this? A Pelliper, which is one of the worst Pokemon in the game based on usage, just beat a Talonflame, the overpowered flying Pokemon. How? Oh, there's the... Yep. Okay, that's a little more like it. So now this Mega Diancie is going to give us a hard time, but that's to be expected now. We don't really have anything that wants to deal with this very much, so we're probably about to get 6-0'd by a Diancie. Well, okay, 6-1 because we brought down his Talonflame somehow. I don't know how that happened. That's probably pure luck and will likely never happen again. Go Sandslash. Let's hope we can maybe... Oh, that's right. We can. We can do this. Alright, Earthquake. Earthquake, you Sandslash. Take it down. Oh my god, yes. This is working. How is this working? Okay, here's the Gliscor, so he's just gonna get his poison. Oh my god, no. Because if he goes Stealth... Oh my god, yes. Get rid of his Toxicor. This should not be happening. None of this is right. None of this should be happening, yet somehow it is. So we're just gonna go Sableye and go Will-O-Wisp. Wait, no, Trick. Give him a hard time. Because we don't really want to get locked into Will-O-Wisp here. So let's give him our Choice Scarf, because it doesn't really matter to... Okay. Why? Why are you running Acrobatics on a Gliscor? Why? Like, actually, why? Let's just go Will-O-Wisp here. That'll take away some of its power. And we survive. Cool. Maybe I should have put Rocky Helmet on this thing instead of Choice Scarf, but Rocky Helmet isn't a very good item to be giving your enemy. Just not something you want to be doing. He forfeits. Cool. We somehow managed to troll out the most meta team in the game. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut the video here because I can't upload more than 15 minutes of footage because iMovie hates me. So I do have plenty more battles recorded that I'll be posting in the next day or two. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to keep an eye out for that. If you enjoyed it, also, please leave a like, comment, let me know what you think, give me suggestions for other Pokemon challenges I should do. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.